win the league, not necessarily because they're the best team in the league.
What?
But because they don't have competition. Just before they played Nottingham Forest, Arsenal had won 8 out of 10 matches as they were moving into the weekend against Nottingham Forest. But look at the way they played. They could not get a goal. So once again, I'm saying it with a very heavy heart that Arsenal are going to win. But not because they are the best team in the league. It's because that there's no competition. Look at City. Though I think I'll make a comment when we'll be discussing that Manchester derby. You are a top contender of the league. You don't need to drop points. That is to Arsenal. You cannot drop points at this particular moment against the likes of Nottingham Forest. Once again, you play 10 matches against them. You have won a total of 8 out of 10. And then this is your year, and everybody's expecting you to get 3 points. You don't pick the 3 points. So it is sad that City are also not on form. Liverpool, who are the defending champions, are not on form. So Arsenal is just moving towards the end of the season, winning the league, but not because that they are on the top form. They might not be on their best form, but they are going to win this league.
It's okay. To you, Arsenal wanabeba ma.
I will always disagree with anyone. Anyone, including Papa Fred Arocho, even Arsene Wenger himself, if anyone who says Arsenal can win the league. Let me tell you, they had the opportunity to go 9 points clear. You know, Man City had lost. And then Aston Villa was going to play later. They had the opportunity to go 9 points clear. Do you know what they did? They went and played a goalless draw, not a 1-1 draw, a goalless draw at Nottingham Forest. And it's been a lot of drama happening at Arsenal. Remember Catella? The other day we saw Declan Rice argue with the assistant manager in the Chelsea game, right in the dugout. So I feel there's something going on there, and if they're not careful, let me tell you, it only takes 2 games. 2 games. And Arocho said it, Man City are very inconsistent. Aston Villa yesterday, defeat to Everton, very embarrassing. I just say, yes, they are lucky because the other teams are not playing their best football. But I do feel 7 points just takes 2 games. You just need 2 losses between now and March, and probably Man City or Aston Villa take up their form, and it is done business. So I have to say, yes, they are currently the favorites, but I do feel if these people fumbled over 12 points in March, I feel like it's too early to call them their champions. I feel like when you come back here, April, the points might be marginal. We might be talking of 2 points and 1 point between number 1 and number 3, because this season happens fast. You just need 3 streaks. They have already had 2 draws. Now they just need to lose 2 more. But I do feel like it all comes down to the inconsistency of Man City, Aston Villa, Liverpool and Chelsea, because they're not doing themselves any favors. They're just digging themselves so deep that they can't even threaten Arsenal. So I do feel like, yes, Arsenal have the advantage as of January, but remember, it comes down to a lot. We still have 5 months to go, up to May, and a lot can happen. A single injury to your favorite player, a lot can happen between that time. Mambo inaweza. So I disagree. I don't think Arsenal will win the title. Tweet it, retweet it, because I am absolutely sure. I can bet my phone. 100%.
You've heard that, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's talk about the Manchester derby. First things first, I'm very happy being a Manchester United diehard. Before we talk about Michael Carrick, let's talk about the game that Manchester United played against Man City. Kobe came in. Actually, he started the match, Kobe Mainoo, and he was playing along Casemiro. And to me, it was a very perfect combo. Arocho, let's talk about the game.
Fresh breath.
Yes. Fresh
breath. And that's why I've been having a problem with the 2 previous coaches. Look at when Manchester United have been conceding goals, more so when they are leading. Either the coach will withdraw Maguire, or will try and introduce Maguire. And it's unlike common practice in any level of the game to be withdrawing your central defender. This is the problem that has been happening at Manchester United. I don't want to give credit to that midfield, but I'm giving credit to the backline. That was the solid, was the rock of United in that match. But looking at it on the flip side, I think Man City has never been a challenge to Manchester United. Even when Manchester United is at its worst, they will beat City. Before this match, United had won the reverse match 3-0 against City. And the last time Manchester United...
We lost to Man City.
3-0.
Yes. 3-0.
The last time Manchester United had lost twice in a season against City, that is the first leg and the second leg, was in 1973-74. What am I trying to say? It is rare for Man City to win twice against United in one season. So once again, I'm going to say, and okay, I like the fact that we are differing with Nzuki. Arsenal are going to win the league, not because that they are the best. Now, that one will be confirmed by the number of points that the winner will have bagged when the league ends. Take it from me, they might not even go past 80 points. And that one will be a bad performance for the league. Mostly, teams win with 90 plus points. There's a time United had about 98 points in the season. But this season, the winner is not going to go past 80 or 85 because, once again, the competition at the top is not that stiff. The guys pushing Arsenal are also not moving. So that's why I don't like it. It's not something that is coming out of my mouth with a lot of ease. Arsenal are going to win, not because they're the best, but because there's no good pressure around them.
Let's talk about the Manchester derby, Nzuki.
Petela,
Yeah.
I've never seen Manchester United play such beautiful football. Let me tell you, if not for Donnarumma, we were talking of 5-0, 6-0. Manchester City were absolutely atrocious, you know. And I hate these Pep Guardiola experiments, you know. I don't know why you'd play Semenyo on the right wing. I don't get it. When Doku was clearly struggling to do anything in the game, why don't you just put Semenyo in his original position and play Chucky? I just feel like with Pep Guardiola, he likes experimenting things in crucial games, and it cost him the game. And I'm telling you, Manchester United, Arocho has given credit to the backline, but I'll give credit to Bruno Fernandes. What that guy does is, I don't know what any player cannot, I don't think anyone in the Premier League right now can do that, you know? Is the link between defense and attack, between midfield and attack. And yes, you might argue that he gets mad, Sana, and Kasirika, but that's the thing with Portuguese players. Look at Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Pedro Neto, Pepe. These are people who have anger issues. Portuguese just naturally have anger issues. But the quality of football that Bruno Fernandes plays, especially in the game against Manchester City, oh wow, what a player. And I believe like under Carrick, I'm not saying like, maybe it was new manager fever, but I feel with Carrick, he doesn't overthink it. He just plays it simple and clean. With Kobe Mainoo, very good game. Casemiro, very good game, though he missed a crazy chance. And I'm telling you, in another game, if Manchester United miss those chances against a team like Chelsea know how to make bad luck good luck. They will pay for those points. So I just feel like if Manchester United can keep playing that way, they might end up at least in a guaranteed Champions League position, which is good considering all the chaos happening around Manchester United. And from that, they can just get a chance to build on. But overall, one of the best performances of the season. If not for Donnarumma, like I said, 7-0. And once again, I have to disagree with Arocho. Hata ligi wachawi watoke huko Kisumu waende England wazunguke Emirates, Arsenal will not win the league. If they did not win it with Sanchez, Giroud, Lacazette, how can you win it with Gabriel Martinelli or Martin Odegaard? No, can never happen.
We'll be here with you, Season Kisha. We'll be here. Now let's talk about Michael Carrick. The moment I saw the lineup, I was so impressed. If you look at the defense, if you look at the midfield, the attacking, I was very, very much impressed because Luke Shaw dominated Semenyo and Diogo Dalot made Jeremy Doku's day so hard. Arocho, let's talk about Michael Carrick. Do you think they should keep him as the manager? Do you think he can bring changes to Manchester United? Because we talked a lot about the previous coach, Ruben Amorim.
Well, I think it will be a wrong move to have him as a full-time coach, because currently he's an interim coach. Why am I saying so? He's still very young. United needs an experienced kind of a coach. Though I can attribute his success at United with the fact that he knows the philosophy. You know, football unlike many other games, philosophy is very important. Carrick was a player at United for more than 10 years. He's somebody who knows the tradition and once again the philosophy of the best of Manchester United. And that's what happened over the weekend. But having him as the head coach might be too much for him. I believe that, or I think that if in any case Manchester United would like to retain him, they would retain him as an assistant coach, so that whoever comes in, the experienced coach who comes in, will have somebody to help him bridge and get to know more about the philosophy, because philosophy is very important. When you look at Arteta, for example, he was at Arsenal. So him being at the helm, he's just following up the philosophy. He's just picking from where the best of Arsenal left. So it might be too much for Carrick to be named as the head coach, but I'd suggest that he be given an assistant role while they shop for a substantive coach who must be experienced. What has been causing problems at United is the number of coaches who have come, the Amorims of this world. Yes, he was experienced at the level where he was, but United is a totally different ballgame. The kind of budgets that they have, the kind of players that you're going to manage is out of this world. So you need to have somebody who will fill into that gap, not somebody who will come in and perhaps get mesmerized by the players or the kind of budgets that are around United. So that one needs an experienced coach, a coach who has been on that level, perhaps been at Madrid, been at Bayern Munich, been at Chelsea, big clubs with big expenditure and big moments.
To you, Alan, before we finish up.
Just like Arocho said, he has a lot of philosophy. Working under the greatest ever coach, Alex Ferguson, he comes with that discipline, that mentality that, you know, we are going to play our game the Manchester United way. Because like Arocho said, Manchester United is like walking into an ocean. It is so toxic, a lot of media pressure, a lot of fan pressure, a lot of disagreements within the board. So you have to be an authoritative figure. So I don't back him as a permanent coach next season. I do feel they need someone who can deal with the players' egos, someone who has the authority to tell someone like Bruno Fernandes, nah, we're not going to do this your way, we're going to do it my way. A total disciplinarian. That is what Manchester United need. But I do think for the remaining part of the season, Carrick can just do an excellent job of bringing the culture back to Manchester United, you know, for what Manchester United was known for. Never giving up, last-minute goals, a lot of discipline, a lot of tactical mentality. So I do feel like he has all the tricks, he has all the experience, the right mentality, but I feel like Manchester United is a little too big for him right now. I feel like after Manchester United, based on his performance, he might get another job next season, maybe at a mid-level club, and then probably 3 years from now, maybe he can go back to the top of his game, or somewhere in Germany like Vincent Kompany, and then you never know. But I do feel for right now, Manchester United needs someone who has authority, someone who is a disciplinarian, tactician, and very calm and can handle the pressure of being at Stretford End.
Well, there you have it. Thank you so much, Papa Fred Arocho. Thank you so much, Metro, a.k.a. Nzuki. And ladies and gentlemen, it has been the Monday Blitz. I am Katala Messi. See you next Monday.